Chosen ones, where you are, chosen ones. Your silence annoys your enemies, your haters. It annoys them so much. Chosen ones, have you take notice that sometimes people will do you wrong, they will mistreat you, they will misuse you, they will mishandle you, and offend you. And these same people will act as if you are the wrong person. And when you decide to avoid them, to ignore them, right, to cut them off, they will come to you trying to ask you questions, trying to talk to you back. And it's not that you hate them, it's not that you're having some kind of offense against them, but you just distance yourself from them because you love yourself, you want to be with yourself. All right. And if they are asking you questions and you don't mind them, it annoys them. They get so annoyed, they get so upset about your silence, right? That's great, chosen ones. You see, sometimes in life, silence is the best answer for some people, for certain people. I'm telling you, sometimes in life, silence is the best answer, because your silence can never be misquoted. Your silence can never be misinterpreted. People cannot misquote you because you said nothing. But the moment you say something, then they can misquote what you said. But when you decide to be silent, they cannot misquote you because you have not spoken, you've not talked. All right. So sometimes in life, silence is the best answer. All right. So sometimes, as a chosen one, learn to be silent on certain things that you know that the people that did you wrong, they are very conscious and mindful of what they did to you. They know very well what they did to you, but they will intentionally come and be asking you questions again, talking to you, try to, listen to more from your mouth, so that they will misquote you, they will misinterpret you. Such people, when you recognize them, your silence is the best answer for them as a chosen one. I'm telling you, all right? Chosen one, sometimes the greatest achievement in life is winning your battles in silence. Sometimes in life, that is the greatest achievement, because that is the kind of achievement that is going to build the self-esteem, the confidence in you, that you will begin to believe in yourself, that you'll be like, yeah, not knowing I'm brave, not knowing I can do it myself, not knowing I'm courageous than I think of myself. All right. And that keeps you going. So silence sometimes is very, very important. Great. We got to also remember that wise people knows when to talk and when to remain silent, when not to say anything. That is a wise person. A wise person knows when to speak or talk and when not to speak or talk. And it takes wisdom to differentiate between the two, to know when to talk and when not to talk as a chosen one. All right, great. Chosen ones, I want us to pick a proof text from the scripture, that is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 7. That is the proof text. All right, but if you want to read more, you can read from the verse 1 to the verse 8. Okay, great. It talks about time, that in everything, for everything, there is time and season for everything. All right, great. So let's take our proof test and let's quickly check out something. All right, so Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 7. I read chosen ones, and it says, the time for tearing and the time for mending, the time for silence and the time for talk. That is the sentence I like so much. I love it. In fact, it says the time for silence and time for talk, right? So God is telling us that there is time for everything. There is time to be quiet. There is time to be silent. And there is time to talk. We cannot be talking all the time. Sometimes we need to keep quiet and observe. All right? That's it. That is why we've been given 2 ears. The ears are 2. The eyes are 2. The mouth is just 1. Look at your nose, it's 1, but the nostrils are 2. All right? You have to listen very carefully. Listen more. That is why the ears are 2. The eyes are 2 because you got to watch, observe more. All right? Your nostril is 1. Your nose is 1, but it has 2 nostrils in it. All right? Which means you got to smell 2 more. All right? The mouth is just 1, which means you got to talk less. So you listen more, you observe more, if possible, you smell more, and then you talk less. That is why you have 1 mouth. All right? I have 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 mouth. All right? You have 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 mouth. Listen more, watch more, observe more, all right? And talk less. When you do this, you are going to be a wise person. I'm telling you. All right? You will carry so much respect. These days, people don't observe. People don't listen more. They only talk. And most of our troubles in this life are tongue troubles. They are tongue troubles. Right? This tongue has no bone, but it can cause the greatest trouble of our lifetime. It has the power to change our life. It has the power to also kill our life. Bible says, scripture says, death and life lies on the tongue. It is very powerful. It is very powerful. And sometimes you need to speak less, because if you are not careful, you will say things you cannot correct them back. A word said is already said. You can just say sorry, but it cannot, nullify, really nullify what you said. That is why we need to be careful. We need to listen more, we need to observe more, and talk less. Because most of the troubles in this life, in this world right now, is as a result of the tongue. And when we learn to keep this tongue in silence, still, we will go far in this life. Sometimes we become so much excited that We even forget ourselves. We forget where we are, and we talk certain things in the presence of some people that we are supposed to keep quiet or just be silent in their presence. Just watch them and learn, or listen and learn from them. If always you're talking, you will not learn. But if you learn to listen and observe, watch with your eyes, and talk less, you're going to learn so much. And that is going to take us far as chosen ones. Let's develop this habit. It's going to be so much of help to us. And also we should learn to use our tongue to confess positive things and not negative things. And when we do this, I believe our life is going to really be transformed, and we will get to the destination we are destined to be as chosen ones. All right? Let's be careful of what we say, and let's learn to know when to speak and when to remain silent, because there is time and season for everything on this earth. Thank you, chosen ones. Thank you for watching. I'm out.